Great news for the old woman. You're not just the woman I love. You are the quiet revolution of my heart, the gentle turning of my world from something ordinary into something sacred. Before you, I thought love was only a word people said when their hands found each other in the dark. I thought it was a spark, a moment, a beautiful accident that faded with time. But then you came into my life like morning light through an open window. Soft, patient, steady, and suddenly I understood that love is not a spark. It is a sunrise that keeps returning no matter how long the night has been. You have changed me in ways I never knew I needed. You've shown me that strength doesn't always raise its voice. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it waits. Sometimes it forgives when pride begs it not to. Through you, I learned patience, not the kind that counts the minutes, but the kind that trusts the process, the kind that believes that even storms have an ending. You never rushed my healing, never demanded I be more than I could give. You stood beside me while I grew, while I stumbled, while I tried to become a better man than I was yesterday. And somehow, with nothing but your presence, you made me want to be more. You've shown me softness is not weakness. It is courage in its purest form. It is choosing kindness when the world feels sharp. It is reaching out when it would be easier to close your hands into fists. Your softness has wrapped around my rough edges and smoothed them with love. Where I once built walls, you planted gardens. Where I once guarded my heart, you taught it to open like a window, letting fresh air in. And your strength, God, your strength, is not loud or demanding. It is steady. It is the kind of strength that carries pain quietly, but still chooses to smile. The kind that stands tall without needing applause. The kind that loves deeply, even after being hurt. You love without holding back. You don't measure affection or ration your warmth. You give it freely, as if your heart is an endless ocean, and I am lucky enough to stand at its shore. I could spend forever trying to thank you for all you've brought into my world, and still, it would never feel like enough. Because how do I thank the person who turned my fear into faith? How do I repay the one who saw my flaws and chose to stay? You didn't just love the polished version of me. You loved the unfinished drafts, the crossed out lines, the messy chapters. You read every page and decided the story was worth continuing. You are the calm in the chaos of my thoughts, the steady rhythm beneath my restless heartbeat. When doubt tries to creep in, your voice reminds me that I am capable, that I am worthy, that I am enough. And in loving you, I have discovered the best parts of myself. I've learned that real love is not about possession. It is about presence. It is about showing up again and again even on the days when it feels hard. With you, love feels intentional. It feels like a choice we make every morning when we open our eyes and decide that no matter what comes, we will face it together. You have taught me that vulnerability is not something to hide. It is something to honor. You hold my fears as if they are fragile glass, never mocking, never dismissing, only understanding. And in your arms, I have found a home that no address could ever define. You are my peace. In a world that never stops moving, my reminder that even in uncertainty, there can be something sure. When I look at you, I don't just see beauty, though you are breathtaking in every sense of the word. I see resilience. I see compassion. I see a heart that has known pain, but still chooses love. And that is the most beautiful thing I have ever witnessed. You have changed the way I see the world. Where I once noticed shadows, I now notice light. Where I once expected disappointment, I now expect possibility because you believe in us, in our future, in the quiet promises we make without speaking. I cherish the smallest moments, the way your laughter fills a room, the way your hand fits perfectly in mine, the way your eyes soften when you look at me, as if I am something rare. You make ordinary days feel extraordinary. A simple conversation becomes a memory, a shared silence becomes a sanctuary. And I find myself thinking, if this is what love feels like, then I have been blessed beyond measure. I promise you this, I will never take your love for granted. I will honor the trust you've placed in me. I will protect the heart that has protected mine. When life grows heavy, I will be your strength, the way you have been mine. When doubt tries to whisper, I will speak louder with reassurance. When the road feels long, I will walk it beside you, step for step, without hesitation. You deserve a love that feels safe, a love that listens, a love that stays, and that is the love I vow to give you every single day. You are not just the woman I love, you are the reason my heart beats with purpose. You are the Dria